There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking.
Okay, ready?
They'll run it out of the shotgun. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the defender... too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. Turning it on! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Excellent pass by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
10, Georgia Tech, 7.
So first down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up. Offense in a split backfield. They'll leave it with him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Soft spot in the middle. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there.
Looking deep. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He's down to the 30. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Here's a hit. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From the gun, running back on the move. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good... He'll pull it on the read. Great move. Now he's got room. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Catch in the middle. It's Akbar. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Gonna run it. It's Pettis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay. He's going to throw deep right side. Downfield and in. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 35, he's open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground and into the end zone. Touchdown! Georgia attack! And they take it. Looking downfield on first down. And as he throws, makes the grab. It's Akbar. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the... I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the California Golden Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Elevates over his man.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The run to the left. Got the first down and more. He's loose on the left. The 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
Pocket breaking down. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They're going to run it. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Fires to the big fella. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The toss to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle, it's Akbar.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
And the Yellow Jackets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give on the inside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. He'll keep it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off play action on 1st down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
He'll do it himself. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they'll bring them down after a short pickup. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Made the... Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Give to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He's got it. Showing off that big leg. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a pass to Marker. Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach... Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job of attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stumped on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leads it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Turning it on. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Yellow Jackets line it up with a first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is...
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 15.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And off from the shotgun. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Snagged in the middle. It's Akbar. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Ripping off a good chunk inside their 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Snap to the back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll haul down the returner. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Handoff from the gun. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So this defense just shot itself in the foot, and now they'll have to try to stand up again after just handing the offense a 1st down.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of... to the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. That time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backward, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
Now on third down for this offense. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Louisville's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the... Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering...
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit.
The Yellow Jackets will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field, finding an escape route. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the one. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Off the play fake on first down. There's the pressure. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
At after that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. Open space at the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game. And that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality.
The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the...
Gashing the D on the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets him up. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That's the way you finish it. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move.
exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's say...
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Hands it off. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Touch pass on the run. Plows through the defense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll close it. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Snags it over the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away saying, I got to get rid of
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got the quick pass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Akbar. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Off play action. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line of this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Grab near the marker is Akbar. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Georgia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Card in the backfield. It's Akbar. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Gain of 16. And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. At the 40, there he goes. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season.
defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Akbar. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
When the quarterback leaves the pocket, I have to know that. You could tell the defense did. They did a great job skewing towards him, moving towards where he's scrambling. Now I can be in the passing lanes. Great job by the defense understanding it.
The official says... The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, and who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to...
And he'll race it to the house. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Creates a little room. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Under fire. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pettis. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. They finally gained. The clean old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on top. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this. The conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Looking to the air in the first play of this conference championship. Running back has it on the screen now.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
It's a wide receiver screen. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the first and still running. They bring it down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. And the Yellow Jackets are going to keep this drive rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Running back with the football. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Moves out of the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. And they'll just down it right here. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. What a catch! He brings it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They tackle. Split backfield here. They get the second half started with a running play. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Will avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down play coming up.
Swarm to the pass rush. A sack. And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Fair catch made at the 20. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Pass complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Took contact on the throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the 1st down himself. Play fake, looking to throw. A short completion to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time with good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
1st and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Tackle, but 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Oh, he's bringing it back. Will not be brought down. Well, just one of those grinded-out games, Kirk. Neither offense could really get going. It's a tough loss.
Yeah, these low-scoring games are so frustrating for an offense because, you know, if you could have just made one more play, come up with that score, it could have been the difference in the game.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Okay, ready?
They go to the ground. At the 35, he's got rolling. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Now on second down.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Going deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Gives it on the option. Shoots his way for more. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Pettis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Got a man in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Akbar. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll go back to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about that for a efficiency if you're on this offense right now. 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Try to get it to the edge. Got a little space. Still on his feet at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And that one will give him the lead. He's quite familiar with the end zone. His 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Takes a grab past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Steps away. Jumped on top of the pile.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. That's caught. It's Pettis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got some movement into the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this This game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another